Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CBS News Miami's Arts Week celebration piece. Lots going on in the city. I'm Lisa Petrillo, and I am inside the beautiful Opera Gallery here in the Miami Design District. We're going to talk about all of the things we've been seeing this week, but right now I want to bring the owner of the beautiful Opera Gallery. You are Gilles Dyan.
Yes.
Français.
Exactly.
Gilles, and you are the owner. You are celebrating 30 years as an owner of the Opera Gallery. Tell me all around the world this gallery is.
Okay, so we opened the first gallery, Opera Gallery, in Singapore 30 years ago. We have right now 17 locations in different continents, in Europe, America, Asia, and Middle East. And we are established here in the Miami Design District since 10 years, and in Florida since 22 years already.
So let's talk about Art Week sales. What have you been doing? How busy is it for you now?
This week is the most busiest week, Art Week, in the year for us. Actually, in America, we have the art fair right now in Art Miami. We did the opening for this nice special exhibition at the beginning of the week. We sold many artworks. We sold painting by Valdez, Dubuffet.
So you've been selling.
We've been selling a lot.
I want to look at this piece. We're going to kind of separate for a second. This piece is called what? And tell me about what it's priced at.
This piece is a painting from Jean Dubuffet. It's a painting done in 1971. The title is Scène Tragique. It's a painting that we bought from the car company Renault in Paris. And the price is $1.7 million US.
Okay, and I can bring you back in. Come on back and join me. Is there bites on it? Have you had people interested in this piece? $1.7 million?
We didn't sell this one, but we sold at the fair another sculpture by Dubuffet for $1 million US.
Okay, and so you're excited about this week's Art Week celebrating 30?
Very exciting about this week.
A lot of people coming in.
Exactly, a lot of people coming in, very good collectors from America and from all over the world.
It's a good week for you. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you're here, and we're going to continue on with a lot of other places that we've been to.
Thank you.
And that includes, just a few days ago down the road, we connected with an unbelievable baseball superstar. He talked community, art, and so much more. Take a listen. Here inside Art Context, legendary baseball icon Derek Jeter, a 5-time World Series champion with the Yankees, is the focal point of a self-titled exhibit at New York's Tagliatelle Galleries. The exhibit is created by renowned pop artist Russell Young, and we were there when Derek entered the show on Tuesday morning.
So it's been great to collaborate with MLB, and you're trying to think of some unique experiences, and getting a chance to witness what Russell's done over the last few months has been pretty impressive, but he deserves all the credit.
Each piece captures a defining moment in Jeter's career.
A couple of the moments during my career, the one is the jump throw. I think that's a lot of people tend to talk about when they reference my career, and the other one is the first pitch home run against the Mets in the World Series.
Artist Russell Young is globally recognized for his diamond dust pieces featuring A-list celebrities.
We create a screen print, and then the diamond dust is applied on top. And people always ask me, how do I do it? And I always say, Tinkerbell does it for me.
A portion of the proceeds from the pieces will benefit Jeter's Turn 2 Foundation and the Perry J. Cohen Foundation.
100%, yeah. I started the Turn 2 Foundation back in 1996, my first year in the major leagues, and it's for the prevention of drug and alcohol abuse for kids. We've given back now north of $40 million. So it's something that's near and dear to my heart, my family's heart, and I always grew up with a family that says if you have a little, you give a little. If you have a lot, you give a lot.
For Jeter, having all of this in his backyard here in Miami is the real home run. Being here in Miami, you've been here 8 years. Miami is home now. What does it mean to you to be here, and what does the city mean to you?
Absolutely love it here. They've welcomed me with open arms from when we came down here 8 years ago, and this is where we spend our time. We have 4 young ones. They're in school here. They grew up here. They love it here, and we're not going anywhere.
Good to hear that. What a nice guy. It's good to hear that. What a nice guy he is now. Art Basel opened up to the public today, but before that, I got an exclusive sneak peek inside the show for the VIP opening day, and here's all the wonderful things we got to do and see. There's so much to see everywhere inside Art Basel 2024, now celebrating its 22nd year here at the Miami Beach Convention Center. This year's Global Art Fair hosts 286 premier galleries from 38 countries and territories. I spoke with Bridget Finn, who is director of this year's show.
We're building on an incredible history here. As you know, Miami Beach is the geographical nexus point between North, South, Central America, and our show very much reflects that.
Wednesday's VIP invitation-only Art Basel preview is filled with seasoned
art buyers who wear flat shoes and carry designer bags. Aisha and Diane hail from New York to explore this year's festival.
Tell me about the vibe so far this year.
Yeah, full, vibrant. I think for us from New York, we're happy to be in the sun. Really excited all the different activities and events that are happening.
Over at Marianne Boski's gallery from New York, an artist duo known as the Haas brothers, twins Simon and Nikki Haas, are showing off their playfully named wind paintings. Featured are Zach Zefron, Bewinda Carlisle, and Rob Blow.
We point wind at the surface and paint thousands and thousands of layers of paint, and the wind actually creates the surface itself.
We always will diffuse the art and make it less serious because we want it to be approachable by everybody.
Touring further, we spot pieces ranging from the beautiful to the bizarre, proving that art is truly in the eye of the beholder. But Art Basel is still big business. The impact goes beyond the canvas, generating a reported $500 million in economic influence. The gallerists we talked to are hopeful about this year's sales. David Nolan of his self-titled gallery never misses Art Basel.
What is your pre-early VIP day buzz on how art is going to sell this year?
I think it's going to be pretty good. We've gotten many inquiries before the opening, and much more than we have for any art fairs in the last 12 months, I'd say.
Former Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine says Florida is the big winner of this week.
And you have people from all over the world that are here to enjoy art and really converse and collaborate together. And I think it says a lot about the city and really about the state.
Have you heard about Soul Basel? If you haven't, you're going to hear about it now. It all takes place in Overtown, and it's all about sharing stories and history.
It's a room filled with history and meaning here at the historic Lyric Theater in Overtown, an exhibition titled Resonance, a tribute to the civil rights movement. This presentation is part of Soul Basel and Art of Black Miami. Camila Pritchett is executive director of the Black Archives.
The Lyric Theater is actually the oldest legitimate theater in Miami, and we're so proud to be presenting this work here for the Soul Basel Art Show.
An exhibition titled Resonance, a tribute to the civil rights movement.
It's very fitting to present something that is paying tribute to the 60th anniversary of the civil rights movement, which was a major point in our history that has impacted our life up until today.
Resonance features the works of 20 incredible artists showcasing an array of visual mediums such as paintings, murals, and more, including many recognizable faces. Here's the late Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in the film Black Panther, and actress Esther Roll from Pompano Beach, who played in the hit 70s TV show Good Times, and of course legendary actor Sidney Poitier, who also has South Florida ties.
Also very, very strong in the civil rights movement. A lot of his work that he did in movies, in films, was groundbreaking for Black actors.
For Camila, the goal of this transformative exhibition is appreciation as well as education and opportunity for future generations.
I want them to be able to not only absorb the stories of the resilience of Black people and some of the struggles, but also see how we've overcome, see the future, think positively, and also hopefully it will encourage and inspire young artists, young activists, young future politicians, that they can also become change makers and write their own page in history.
I love what she said there. Now, there are so many things to do and see here, and two of those things are Art Miami and Wynwood Walls, and we're going to take you there next. Welcome back. Now, there are two art fairs that are favorites among locals and tourists alike, and they are Art Miami, that's been here for more than 34 years, and Wynwood Walls. We're going to take you to both of them because both of them have fantastic art and stories as well.
Around the art market, there's height of optimism around this week. We opened up early for the first time. We opened up at 11 o'clock, and we had a line out front, and there's high energy and there's high hope.
Art director Nick Korniloff is optimistic about this year's Art Miami. How could he not be with artists like 13-year-old Andres Valencia in the spotlight? We first met him when he was just 10 years old, the youngest artist ever exhibited at the fair.
I first started painting when I was like 6, and when I first came to Miami is when people first started buying my art, which that was the first time you interviewed me.
3 years later, this self-taught prodigy continues to impress with large, dramatic, colorful, figurative paintings influenced by Picasso and Cubism. His work has caught the attention of celebrities and collectors, including Sofia Vergara, Brooke Shields, and Channing Tatum. Valencia has even published a new book, Andres Valencia, Painting Without Rules. Do you even know or care about the money involved?
No, not really. Well, I mean, I guess it's nice, but that's not what's the important.
You can give a lesson to a few people on that. At Art of the World, a gallery from Houston, a unique Volkswagen spear sculpture caught our eye, crafted from original parts of a 1953 Beetle.
He makes 8 in each color, so they're limited edition.
Is it good for outdoors, I guess?
It's good for outdoors if you want to keep up with it every day. So I would keep this inside.
And priced at?
This is $160,000.
Heading into Wynwood, the celebrated Wynwood Walls continues to lead the street art movement. This year's theme, Street Art Icons, is so significant that Asoline has created a commemorative book. This exhibition features 8 new walls and 2 sculptural pieces.
And we also have 2 new sculptural pieces. So you'll see in the subway car, these are cracked glass portraits by an amazing artist from Switzerland named Simon Berger.
Jessica Goldman-Srubnik, daughter of Wynwood Walls founder Tony Goldman, shared a touching tribute.
The artist for this mural, Logan, as a little surprise for me, put my dad as the conductor of the train, because he really was the conductor of all of this and of the kind of the expansion of the neighborhood and the beauty of the neighborhood and the hope and the joy and the inspiration of the neighborhood.
Every time I go to Wynwood, I think about Tony Goldman, her father, and his vision, and it is remarkable. Now, changing up, have you been to the beach? Have you seen the parade of pachyderms? Elephants in the sand. It is something to see. We were there, and we caught another one right next to it, an exhibit called Reef Line. Take a look at a wonderful day on the beach.
The art installation called The Great Elephant Migration fills the beach with 100 pachyderms in all shapes and sizes. Each elephant was created by the Real Elephant Collective, a community of 200 indigenous artisans from India, a country where, unlike many others, the elephant population is actually growing.
And that's simply the story of India. People have this affection for animals. They see them as beautiful people, other beings, brothers and sisters. They see them as gods.
This is the 3rd stop on their journey, which began in Rhode Island and will end in Los Angeles, where the elephants will be sold to raise money for human-wildlife coexistence. Each elephant has a unique QR code and name meticulously crafted to represent real elephants in the wild the people have sponsored. Take Chimu, for example, an African elephant owned by actress Kristen Davis from Sex and the City.
She helped rescue her in Kenya. She got separated from her mum.
These gentle giants have been captivating locals and tourists alike.
There has been no reaction like the reaction in Miami. They just love them, and they feel like they're meeting an old friend.
And when I stood out there and looked back at the whole herd, it's incredible. You know, it really is very lifelike, and they're just, each one is beautiful, unique.
Just next to the elephant herd is another fascinating installation called the Reef Line. Currently on sand, by next spring, it will become a 7-mile underwater park. Jimena Caminos, the founder, aims to restore Miami's marine coastal ecosystem.
These are 3D printed artificial reefs in marine-grade eco-concrete, which serve as marine habitats. The original one that will go in the water is 3 times the size of this one.
Called the Miami Reef Star, Jimena commissioned Miami artists Carlos Bentoncourt and Alberto Latour to create these habitats for fish and underwater wildlife.
It's very exciting to actually show these prototypes to the community and get for them to learn what we're doing, and for them to also touch them, explore them, and see all the little holes to almost imagine that these are the openings, doors, and windows where it's a housing for fish.
It's wonderful. So much to do and see here, everybody. So the one thing I want to talk about for 1 second is traffic. There's a lot of it. So think about shuttles and rideshare, and be careful out there. Enjoy all the art. And we want to thank you so much for joining us here on our CBS News Miami Art Special. I'm Lisa Petrillo, and we want to wish you a very happy weekend.